In this video, I'm going to break down, review, and react to Katy Perry singing Daisies. So, let's sing something. La la la! Okay, yay. And I also have a cheat sheet on Katy Perry as well, how to sing like Katy Perry, and that link is down below. I will also link up the video that I made on how to sing like Katy Perry, and that will be at the end of this video. Okay, let's get started.
Told them your dreams and they all started laughing. I guess you're out of your mind till it actually happened.
So right there, right at the very beginning is that vocal fry. It's not quite as strong, again, like I said, as it used to be, but in the style, I guess you, you can hear that pickup of vocal fry. And vocal fry is when the vocal cords come together and they tighten up and they rub together a little bit more. Whereas air, when you're getting an airy tone, there's space in between and you get a ha. I guess you, I guess you, I guess you. So with her style and partially the generation that she came up in, it was more style and trending to bring that vocal fry together. And that's what she's doing. So every time you hear her do, uh, I guess you, instead, I guess you, I guess you, she has a little bit of that vocal fry right at the beginning of that. And we're going to hear that as she keeps singing.
Up the small town, 1 in 7 billion. Why can't it be me? They told me I was out there, tried to knock me down. Took those sticks and stones, showed them I could build a house. They tell me that I'm crazy.
So her lows, the thing that I like about how she does with her lows is she still keeps her lows more in a spoken voice. You tell me I was da da. So she's placing it still forward rather than you tell me I was, and keeping it more in the chest, which tends to be a little more common with singers right now. With her, she's pulling it forward. You tell me, almost in the spoken voice. You tell me I was, rather than you tell me I was. You and part of this has to do with her style is more forward sounding. It gives it a little more aggression in some ways, I guess you could say. And you can hear her high notes of what she just did. She's adding a lot of air to soften that tone. As she progresses, we're going to hear less and less of you tell me I was, that kind of lighter air, and it'll go in, you tell me I was, and it's going to become more of a gritty belt as she progresses.
But I'll never let them change me till they cover me in daisies, daisies, daisies. They said I'm going nowhere, trying to cut me out. Took those sticks and stones, showed them I could build a house. They tell me that I'm crazy, but I'll never let them change me till they cover me in daisies, daisies, daisies.
So I'm going to make a mental note real quick. At 8:15 in this video, she just did that chorus with a lighter tone on those high notes. Let's see as she sings it again later on if she's going to go with a belting on that portion. We'll find out.
Did we all stop believing in magic?
There's a little more chesty.
Why did we put all our hopes in that box and be attic? Up the long shot, up the Hail Mary. Why can't it be me? They told me I was out there, tried to knock me down. Took those sticks and stones, showed them I could build.
So another really common thing that Katy Perry does is she does a flip, which is where da 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 that da 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 da. You'll hear that's like a flip or a yodel, you can call it as well, and that's basically the vocal cords holding and then releasing, and holding and then releasing, and allowing that yodel transfer to kind of come through. That also is a little bit common if you are approaching a note with a lot of tension, and then at the very end, you're going to get that vocal release, which stylistically is her. She really enjoys that. With hitting that, releasing, and it creates a feeling of emotion behind it. So listen in for when she does the release or the flip within it, and that usually comes up more as she gets into this belting voice.
House. They tell me that I'm crazy, but I'll never let them change me. So they cover me in daisies, daisies, daisies.
Here we
They
go.
said I'm going nowhere, try to cut me out.
Try, yeah.
Took those sticks and stones, showed them I could build a house. They tell me that I'm crazy, I'll never let them change me. So they cover me in daisies, daisies, daisies.
Yep. Okay, so you heard how she just did that chorus with that big belt. We're going to go back to 8:15 where she did it for the first time, and you're going to hear she's going to approach it with more air. These are the exact same notes, just approached differently.
Crazy, they'll never let them change me. So they cover me in daisies, daisies, daisies.
Hang on. Let me back that up.
I'm going home.
There we go. That's better. Sorry, you guys. There we go.
I guess you're out of your mind.
I went too far now. This is what you get with live. 7:42. There we go. Let's go
Try
there.
to knock me down. Took those sticks and stones, showed them I could build a house. They tell me that I'm crazy, but I'll never let them change me. So they cover me in daisies, daisies, daisies. They said I'm going nowhere, try to cut me out. Took those sticks and stones, showed them I could build a house. They tell me that I'm crazy,
Tell me.
I'll never let them change me. So they cover me in daisies, daisies, daisies. When
Yeah. So you could hear right there, they tell me. And then the second time, they tell me. And then she goes right into that big belt. And even at the ending on this first time that she does it, she creates a lower note. And again, this builds the dynamics because you're repeating the same words, you're repeating the same notes, but this creates this build. So at the end, when she does it the second time, she has that heavy belt at 9:17. Let's bring it back to that.
change me, so they cover me in daisies, daisies, daisies. Oh, cover me in daisies. I'm a small town, 1 in 7
One,
million.
yeah.
Why can't it be me? They told me I was I could build a house.
Oh, right there, right there. I can build a house. I can build a. She gets the kick. I can build a house. She's got the grit that goes right behind it. Let's hear that again. You're going to hear her vocal cords come together, create that vocal fry. Then she's going to ping it out the front with a full belt from the top. No excess air, because this is the last bit of this song.
Why can't it be me? They told me I was I could build a house. But I'll never let them change me. So they cover me in daisies, daisies, daisies. Nowhere trying to cut me out, cut me out. I could build a house.
She's having so much fun.
Never let them change me. So they cover me in daisies, daisies, daisies.
That sounded really good for her to hit that last note, because in her live or in her record recording of this, she hits it, but they hazed it out a lot. And they also added a bunch of extra layers. So I was kind of questioning, like, is she able to do it? But hearing her now in this live version hit that ending note, Good job. If you're a little bit confused as to everything that I just went over with explaining it, don't worry, I got a cheat sheet. It's down in the link below, as well as I am about to show you the video that teaches you how to sing like Katy Perry, along with a free downloadable cheat sheet with all the steps I just went over. Click here to download my free cheat sheet showing you how to sound like Katy Perry. Click here for a video where I go over it in more detail, and come hang out with me in my Facebook group. The link is down below. I will see you in the next song. La la la!